Now we're doing the first drill. The first drill seems easy, but honestly I'm doing it for many years and still it's easy, but still I find new patterns of movements, new ideas while doing this stuff. So don't hurry, don't be quick about this drill because it seems so easy. There's a lot of depth in it and you can really learn something from it. Very simple idea. My partner is lying on the ground. He is putting his hands below so I could not crush his fingers. And my job is just to roll over him in any possible direction. I'm not limited to functional moves. I'm not limited to the things I will do when I'm fighting. You know, this is not preparation for fighting in the beginning. This is preparation. This is prepare your body and giving your body freedom, giving your body the playfulness to explore different possibilities. So this is more about exploration than about fighting. I want to teach my body where I can put myself, what possibilities are there, and later on we will use this playfulness and this exploration to create and to use this stuff in real fighting. So the first drill looks like this. When I'm doing this, there are certain things you have to take care of. First of all, my breathing. My breathing has to flow the whole time. That means I cannot stop my breathing. It's not a drill like you know, you cannot stop breathing because as soon as you stop breathing, your body loses flexibility and especially his intelligence, his body intelligence to move in a free way. So when you restrict breathing, you restrict your freedom. And that's very important because in Jiu-Jitsu and in grappling, you don't know what happens. So you have to be free and open in every direction. So the first concept when you do this, keep your breathing. Even for the guy on the bottom, it's a very good exercise to learn how to breathe under pressure. So he is breathing and I am breathing, you know. Focus more on the exhalation than the inhalation. It's like try to keep it relaxed and focus more on the exhalation. Show you again, watch my breathing. You see my breathing is the whole time on. It's always flowing. That's a very important concept. The next concept is very important also because this is something, the breathing you can listen, but the next concept is very difficult to detect. You know, you can feel it. In some ways you can see it, but it's very difficult. And the most important thing is when you move, that everything has to come from the muscles of the core. That means you should not work with pushing yourself away with the arms or pushing yourself away with the knees and creating momentum through rocking around. I show you how it should not look. And that's something most people do wrong in the beginning. They use their arms too much because we are all focused on grabbing and pushing and we are all focused on exploring things with our hands, but we have lost the ability to feel with our bodies, to feel information and to digest information by using our body. And that's a very important drill that's teaching exactly this ability. So watch what you should not do. You should not do as this. You see, this is a lot of, I did it a little bit more than most people do usually, but this is something that should not happen. Your hands and your knees are there to give you some balance, to help you a little bit to stay stable in some cases, but mostly the whole work comes from the muscles of the core. I will show you how it should look, and look especially at my core area, how my body is trying to initiate every movement by relaxing or tensing up my core muscles, you know. So you are here and you start. Here I'm doing essentially a crunch. Put my arm out, roll up, and now from here, straightening my body out. Turn. See, I'm here. Not my arms I used. My body does a crunch. Now I relax my body. Come up again. Here. Sit up. See, all the movements are, even if I'm on the ground, all the movements are core based. So here, for example, I'm starting up, it's only body movement. You see, the whole body, if you do this and you do it properly, you will feel your core within the first minute. If you don't feel your core, you know you do something wrong, or you're very strong. But basically, this is the most important concept. You need to activate your core, and you need to breathe. The next thing, the last concept here, which is very important, and all these concepts I show you in this drill are the same for the next drill, so keep this in mind. The next drill is that you should try to have a straight spine. In this drill, it's not always perfectly straight, but I show you what I mean. You should be relaxed, but many people, they don't understand relaxation. They think relaxation is like a limp noddle. You are relaxed, you know? But that's not what I mean by relaxation. By relaxation, I mean it's like a guitar string. You pull it, and it jumps right back into the position. And that's here the same. Your body should always have awareness of being in balance. And whenever it's pulled out of balance, it should immediately try to recover into a balanced state, in balanced position. So look what I mean. You should not be like this. You should always lead with your core. So your core is making the work. And imagine someone is pulling your crown of the head up to the ceiling or in the front. It doesn't matter where it looks. So when I'm starting here, it's like I'm here, my body is long, I make myself long, I try to elongate. Even here, you see I open myself up. My body comes up here. You see, making myself long. Even if I go to the ground. Always keep straight and long spine. Don't use much arms, but using, you see, always the straight spine, always breathing, and always. When you do it the right way, it's very silent. You don't hear too much, you know. Everything is very gentle, everything is very silent, and you will really feel if movement is effortless and without major disruption. That's very important. As more you have to stop, as more you do stuff like this, as more you know these things are wrong. So keep this in mind when you're doing this drill. And if you do not have a training partner, you need a leather friend. He can help you big time. What I want to show you now is how you can use a resting dummy for exactly the same drill I showed you before. With the resting dummy, it's not the same because it's not a body. So you never get the same sensation as you would get if you roll on a human body. But it's good because he doesn't feel pain. So especially in the beginning, when you're not used to be so gentle and relaxed and you bump into your opponent, then it's good to have a dummy and train on this. Another thing which is very good is, you see, the dummy has a big core. So it's very difficult to roll over it. And if you can roll over this big core and the chest and upper body, you can roll about your opponents, mostly about all your opponents. It's exactly the same drill. Try to be really gentle, don't bump into him, and play all kind of directions, okay? Show you what I mean. You can start, you don't have to start from always the same position. You can start from here, you can roll, for example, this way, and can come up. You can also go from different directions. It's okay, I was doing the inside position, now I'm doing it from the chest position. So you lay on the ground and try to work with. But see, my core is working, my spine is straight, my breathing is going. Very important. You see, all directions are possible. And you have to understand, oops, you have to understand that you can switch by speed, you can go quicker, but still keep relaxation. Switch positions. And you can switch this way, you can come up, relax, use the ground. And be ready. That's a very good tool. I would suggest doing this as a warm-up if you don't have a partner. And exactly, you can do the same movement as I did now. When you see some movement which is unknown to you, that's because I'm using some unusual stuff, and that's a topic for another DVD. But you can use everything. You can use dual rolls, you can use basic from side to side rolls, it doesn't matter. But as more you are able to roll around the axis of your body without having your body in your own way, as easier it is for you to navigate around your opponent or around on the ground.